Here's a Monday American Family News update for you. I'm Bronson Woodruff. The Supreme Court has agreed to take up a case today from Colorado. It's to decide whether state and local governments can enforce laws banning so-called conversion therapy for LGBTQ+ children. Colorado is among roughly half the states that prohibit the practice of trying to counsel a person on thoughts they have about their sexual orientation or gender identity. The issue is whether the law violates the speech rights of counselors. Defenders of these laws argue that they regulate the conduct of professionals who are licensed by the state. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said today that the Trump administration had finished its purging programs for the U.S. Agency for International Development. It took about 6 weeks. 83% of the agency's programs are now gone. Rubio made the announcement in a post on X. Rubio in the post thanked DOGE for, quote, our hardworking staff who worked very long hours to achieve this overdue and historic reform, end quote, in foreign aid. Federal immigration authorities arrested a Palestinian activist Saturday who played a prominent role in Columbia University's protests against Israel. It was a significant escalation in the Trump admin's pledge to deal with anti-Semitism on university campuses. His name is Mahmoud Khalil. He was a graduate student at Columbia until this past December. He was inside his university-owned apartment Saturday night when several immigration and customs enforcement agents went in and took him into custody, according to his attorney, Amy Greer. Former central banker Mark Carney will become Canada's next prime minister. The governing Liberal Party elected him its leader Sunday. The 59-year-old Carney replaces Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who announced his resignation in January, but remains prime minister until his successor is sworn in the coming days. We're told Carney won in a landslide, winning 85.9% of the vote. There is someone who's trying to weaken our economy, Carney said. Quote, Donald Trump, as we know, has put unjustified tariffs on what we build, on what we sell, and how we make a living. He's attacking Canadian families, workers, and businesses, and we cannot let him succeed, and we won't, end quote. Carney said Canada will keep retaliatory tariffs in place until, quote, the Americans show us respect. That'll do it for this AFN News Update. More on these stories you just heard and more news from a Christian perspective can all be found on our website, afn.net. Thank you for watching. I'm Bronson Woodruff.